Now, I don't want this in any way to get political, although I'm sure it probably will. But, that's something we really avoid at all costs here on this channel. We're talking about collecting, but I've seen a lot of rumblings and things like that about tariffs, about potential tariffs that, the new administration coming in is going to impose on other companies or other countries. And again, I do not have all the details for that. I've heard 200% tariffs, 300% tariffs, things like that. So everybody's like, oh my God, how is that going to affect my thing? How is that going to affect my industry? How is that going to affect X, Y, and Z? And again, I'm not here to talk about the specifics. I'm not here to talk about, how that might necessarily affect you specifically. But in terms of the collectible hobby, which is what we are in, which is what this channel is all about, is high-end collectibles, okay? Now, what I have heard is the tariffs are going to be more in line with things that we directly compete against, right? That, things that we have here versus things that they have there, and so on. And so there you go, But I think when it comes to collectibles, we're not making high-end collectibles in the United States, okay? I wish we were, but they're made overseas. We're not making anything here that's going to directly compete with something over there. And so I don't think it will affect the collectibles market all that much. Maybe toys might, if you're an action figure collector or whatever else, or, if you're a toy collector, it might, maybe, potentially. But I think specifically for the statue collecting market, or like the hot toys market, we don't make those here. And so I personally do not see where that is necessarily going to be an issue. Now, again, I could be completely wrong. I am not involved in this in any way other than just what I'm reading about, what I'm seeing about. But I know a lot of people out there are very concerned about this. I would assume probably the companies directly involved would definitely be, very concerned. I'll just say that. But yeah, I get it, right? And so regardless of what happens, what I have learned in life is that we can stress and we can worry forever and ever and ever about things that may or may not happen, right? I'm guilty of that all the time, where I'm constantly worried. I think about it, I overthink, I stress, I worry about things like, what if this happens? What if this happens? But at the end of the day, I am learning in my gray-haired wisdom here that it's so dumb to worry about things that are out of our control, okay? So let's talk about things that are in our control, okay? What we buy, how many of those things that we buy, how much money we spend, how much money we save, what's important to us today, and what we love today, right? And so we look at those things, and it's not going to change anything. If something's too expensive to buy, then maybe you might go, I can't afford that right now. Maybe I'll get it another time. Or that's way out of my budget right now. I'm not even going to even contemplate getting something like that. We do that as collectors all the time. We do that as consumers all the time, right? It's like, I really want that nice shiny new thing over there, but I can't afford it. So guess what? I get something either cheaper, maybe it's not quite as nice, or I work hard, I kick butt, take names, I do my job, save my money, and then, again, try to save for that thing. We do that every single day. You guys do it, I do it, everybody does it, right? We're all in different places, though, when it comes to our collecting journey, and that's okay. But again, when we think about all these scary things like the port strike or these giant tariffs, we can simply let it affect us. We can let it hinder our psyche. It can stress us out. Or we can say, I don't freaking care. I don't freaking care. I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep living my life. I'm going to keep collecting the things that I love. Right? That's what we preach here on the channel. Collect what you love. If it takes longer to collect what you love, so be it. If things are more expensive and maybe you can't get that thing that you want right now, So be it. We do it all the time already. So, yes, we can look at this thing as being a bad thing potentially. Again, we don't have all the details, and again, sometimes, when it comes to politics, things are threatened or whatever, and things change. But going forward, I'm not going to worry about any of that stuff, and neither should you. You shouldn't worry, you shouldn't stress, unless you're directly involved in that kind of business. Like maybe if you're a statue company owner or something like that, I would guess there might be stress there. But again, I don't feel like it's necessarily going to affect the high-end collectible market. But again, I could be wrong. Again, I'm not, I'm an educator. I don't know about all of the ins and outs of foreign trade. But I am here to say that I really think that if we spend less time worrying about this stuff and just go with the flow, collect what you love, do everything you can to find happiness in your life. Don't stress about the small stuff, and don't stress about the things that are out of our control. It's just, there's no point to that. Nothing healthy comes from that. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say about these crazy tariffs. And again, maybe you know more information, and if you want to leave some just to inform the community, if maybe you're more in the know. Sorry, I'm getting a giant sunbeam all of a sudden. I was like... Sorry, I was like, oh! All right, so anyway, maybe if I I don't know, maybe move the camera around, I don't know, maybe I could do this, I don't know. Anyway, with that said, since I am now holier than thou with my sunbeam, just, again, collect what you love. And again, if you know more stuff than I do about this stuff, sorry, I'm all discombobulated now, but leave your comments down below, and do you agree with me? Do you disagree? And do you wish that you too could have a giant ball of sunlight in your face right now? Hey, sun feels great. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to apparently go put some suntan lotion on, I guess. And we'll see you in the back cave. Bye, everybody. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.